All right, so Maryland's U.S. Senate race could determine control of the upper chamber. With just 2 weeks to go, money is pouring in for both candidates.
You got Larry Hogan and Angela Alsobrooks, and they have raised more than $35 million combined. It is helping to put the Senate race in the national spotlight. Our Matt Gregory spent the day digging into the race. Matt, what did you find?
Hey, listen, this is a historic race for several reasons, right, guys? But the biggest sign of how competitive Maryland's Senate race is the amount of money that's being spent on the campaign. So today we spoke to voters who, despite the heated campaign, actually aren't all that heated themselves. The latest campaign contribution report showed that former Governor Larry Hogan has raised more than $10 million, and Angela Alsobrooks, his opponent, more than double that, $25 million. So we talked with University of Maryland political science professor David Carroll, and he explained that Hogan's popularity as governor has put Maryland in play for Republicans for the first time since 1980, and the Democrats' slight lead in the Senate is, as a result, at risk.
Certainly losing the West Virginia seat, they lose one more seat, then that's it. And so the stakes are pretty high. Our state is a small one.
Now, we went out in Frederick today to get a flavor of the competitive election, and we found Hogan and Alsobrooks supporters alike, but nothing like what we see in the national race. Take a listen to how they sound about their favorability for each candidate.
I'm a lifelong Democrat, so I'm voting for Angela, but I know people who like Larry Hogan.
Well, I think Larry Hogan's been around, so, I think it'd be smart for everybody to continue that path.
Now, coming up at 6, we're going to delve into why it's a tight race, but still not a nasty one. You'll want to hear about that in an hour here on WSA 9. Back to you guys.
He's complaining about that, though. It
Yeah.
should be civil.
Yeah, right.
That's what we want to see, right?
I mean, it's very rare, and I think our expert's going to kind of shed some light on, just why this race doesn't quite feel, even though it is very tight, doesn't quite feel like that national one.
Maybe there's something to teach the
Something
rest
to learn
of us
there.
about, right? All right,
That's
thank
how
you,
Maryland
Matt.
does it, right?
All right, there are some important election deadlines to keep in mind. Early voting in Maryland starts this Thursday. It kicks off in the district next month. In Virginia, they've been open, and you can vote early in the Commonwealth through November 2nd. You have until this Friday to request a mail-in ballot in Virginia. In Maryland, that deadline is October 29th. The deadline for D.C. has come and gone, but you can still register in all 3 jurisdictions. That's allowed during early voting and on Election Day.
All right, and Les, this election season, more and more people say they are stressed out. A study by Secret Nature found that 1/3 of people reported election-related stress. Half of those surveyed admitted to arguing with family members over politics, and get this, 70% say a family member supporting a different candidate is their biggest stressor. So what can you do to ease some of that pressure? Michelle May, a psychotherapist, she joined our friends on Get Up DC with some advice.
The number one thing that we can do, this is a totally underrated skill, is to notice. It sounds so simple, but most of us are running around worrying and up in our heads that we don't simply notice, wow, I have a lot of tension in my back today, or I've had a headache for 3 straight days, or I've not been sleeping very well, or I've been snappy with my wife. So noticing is the number one thing to do.
Yeah, so you feel it all over, huh? You can see the full conversation with Michelle right now. We have it posted at WUSA9.com. It's also available on our free mobile news app.